Hello, I am Dr. Shikhar Kanti. In this video, we define linearly independent and linearly dependent set of vectors. And we prove some results related with linearly dependent and linearly independent sets. Okay, first we go for definition of linear dependence and independence. Definition is, let V be a vector space over F, and alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha n are any n vectors of V. Then these vectors are said to be linearly independent if their linear combination C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus C3 alpha 3 plus up to Cn alpha n equal to 0 implies C1 equal to C2 equal to C3 equal to Cn equal to 0. So that is, these vectors are said to be linearly independent if their linear combination equal to 0 implies that all the scalars equal to 0. This is linearly independent. Now, when do we say that the vectors are linearly dependent? If this is not possible, this is not going to happen, means at least one scalar is not equal to 0, then we say that they are linearly dependent. So that is here. The vectors alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha n are said to be linearly dependent if there exists scalars C1, C2, C3, Cn not all 0 such that C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus up to Cn alpha n is equal to 0. So that is here. In both the cases, their linear combination equal to 0. That is, C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus Cn alpha n is equal to 0. And then, if all scalars are equal to 0, then we say that the vectors are linearly independent. If at least one scalar is not equal to 0, then we say that the vectors are linearly dependent. Okay. So this is the definition of linearly independent and dependent. Okay. Next, I will go to one result. We take it as theorem. Theorem. We go to next page. Theorem. Let V be a vector space over a field F. V be a vector space over a field F, then number 1, a subset S of V containing a zero vector is linearly dependent. This is number 1. Number 2, a set consisting of a single vector alpha is linearly independent if and only if alpha is not equal to 0. This is second one. Third one is every subset of a linearly independent set is linearly independent. And fourth one, every superset of a linearly dependent set is linearly dependent. So these are the 4 results we have to prove. Okay, we prove one by one. First one, a subset S of V containing a zero vector is linearly dependent. So 1, let SC is equal to say alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha n be a subset of V containing a zero vector. Okay, I have to prove that this set is linearly dependent. So to show that this set is linearly dependent, I have to show that their linear combination equal to 0 with at least one scalar is not equal to 0. Now here, let alpha I is equal to 0. This is the set consisting of a 0 vector. Let me take alpha I is a 0 vector. Consider 0 into alpha 1 plus 0 into alpha 2 plus 0 into alpha 3 plus dash dash. 0 into alpha I minus 1 plus 1 into alpha I plus 0 into alpha I plus 1 plus dash 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 plus 0 into alpha n is equal to 0. Is this equal to 0? Yes, because 0 into alpha 1 is 0, 0 into alpha 2 is 0, 0 into alpha 3 is 0, 0 into alpha I minus 1 is 0. And here we have as alpha I equal to 0, therefore 1 into alpha I also equal to 0. That is, this quantity is also equal to 0. The next term 0 into alpha I plus 1, this is also equal to 0. Similarly, 0 into alpha n, this is also equal to 0. That is, each term is equal to 0, 0. Therefore, this is equal to 0. And what is this? This is nothing but a linear combination of elements of S here. So this linear combination equal to 0 with what is Ci? Ci equal to 1, which is not equal to 0. So that is what we are getting here is their linear combination equal to 0 with at least one scalar is not equal to 0. This implies S is linearly dependent. Okay, linearly dependent. This is one. Next, coming to 2. What is 2? 2 is a set containing single vector alpha is linearly dependent, is linearly independent, is linearly independent. Yeah, linearly independent if and only if alpha is not equal to 0. That is, here I have to consider a singleton set here, and this is if and only if is there. That if alpha is this set is linearly independent, then alpha is not equal to 0. Conversely, suppose alpha is not equal to 0, then the set is linearly independent. Okay. So here let SC is equal to singleton set consisting the vector alpha. Now here let S be linearly independent. Okay. S be linearly independent. Then what I have to prove? I have to prove that alpha is not equal to 0. That I have to prove. Now here, if possible, alpha equal to 0. I have to prove that alpha is not equal to 0. If possible, alpha equal to 0, then by 1. What is 1? A set consisting of a 0 vector is linearly dependent. Then by 1, S is linearly dependent. Is this a contradiction? This is a contradiction because this is a contradiction because S is linearly independent. Given that S is linearly independent, if I take alpha equal to 0, then what I am getting here is a linearly dependent. This is a contradiction. Therefore, alpha must not be equal to 0. So, therefore, alpha must not be equal to 0. This is one way. Conversely, let alpha not equal to 0. I have to prove that S is linearly independent. Okay. Consider the linear combination, that is C into alpha. Only one vector is there. Linear combination of elements of S means the scalar C into alpha. I have taken the linear combination equal to 0. If I show that C equal to 0, then we say that S is linearly independent. Now here, I have C into alpha equal to 0 implies C equal to 0 or alpha equal to 0. Now here it is given that since alpha is not equal to 0, therefore only one possibility is C equal to 0. That is, their linear combination equal to 0 and all the scalars means one scalar in this case. This scalar is equal to 0. This shows that the set is linearly independent. This implies S is linearly independent. Okay. So we have proved that S is linearly independent if alpha is not equal to 0. Next, third one. What is third one? Every subset of a linearly independent set is linearly independent. Okay. So consider a linearly independent set and consider its subset. Show that its subset is also linearly independent. Third one is every subset of linearly independent set is linearly independent. Okay, this we have to prove. So here let me consider, let SC is equal to alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha n be linearly independent set. This be a linearly independent set. So if this is linearly independent set means if I consider their linear combination equal to 0, that implies all the scalars equal to 0. Now let me consider a subset of this. Let T equal to, without loss of generality, I will consider alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha I. Okay, so where I is less than N. If I equal to N, it is nothing but S. Okay, I is less than N. T equal to, this is a subset. This is a subset of S. Okay, I had to prove that this set T is linearly independent. Okay, this set is linearly independent. For that, consider their linear combination. So consider C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus C3 alpha 3 plus up to Ci alpha I is equal to 0. This is the linear combination of the elements of T. I write this as, that this implies the same thing. I will write this as C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus C3 alpha 3 plus Ci alpha I plus, I will add one 0 here. Okay, we can add 0. And we write this as C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus C3 alpha 3 plus Ci alpha I plus, I write this 0 as Ci plus 1 alpha I plus 1. So instead of Ci plus 1, I will write this as 0 into. Okay. So this is my Ci plus 1. I am choosing Ci plus 1 as 0 plus Ci plus 2, that is 0. Again I will take 0 alpha I plus 2 plus dash dash 0 into alpha n. Is this equal to 0? Yes, because this plus this plus this plus up to this is nothing but 0. 0 can be written in this way. And here this equation is nothing but linear combination of the elements of S. Okay. This is the linear combination of alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 up to alpha n, means linear combination of elements of S. And what is this set S? S is linearly independent. If S is linearly independent, their linear combination equal to 0 implies that each scalar is equal to 0. That is, this implies each scalar, yes, C1 equal to, C2 equal to, C3 equal to, up to Ci equal to, they are all equal to 0. And next we have taken they are all equal to 0. So that is here, we have taken Ci plus 1 equal to 0, Ci plus 2 is also equal to 0, and Cn is equal to 0. Okay. As this is the linear combination of the vectors of S, S is linearly independent. Therefore, all the scalars must be equal to 0. C1, C2, C3 up to Ci, they are all equal to 0. This implies, so here I have taken C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus C3 alpha n plus Ci alpha I is equal to 0. And we have proved that C1 equal to C2 equal to C3 equal to Ci, they are all equal to 0. This shows that these vectors are linearly independent. That this implies alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 up to alpha I are linearly independent vectors. So that is T is linearly independent set. So this proves every subset of a linearly independent set is linearly independent. Okay. Next I will go for the fourth part. Every superset of a linearly dependent set is linearly dependent. Fourth one, we have to prove this. Every superset of a linearly dependent set is linearly dependent. Okay. So I will consider a linearly dependent set, and then I will consider its superset, and then I will show that its superset is also linearly dependent. Okay. So here let SC is equal to say alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, say alpha I or alpha n, anything we can take, be a linearly dependent set. Okay. S be a linearly dependent set. And let me consider its superset. Let T is equal to alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha I plus 1, and say alpha n, any superset. T equal to this. So here T is a superset of S. Okay. Now I have to prove that this set T is linearly dependent. So that means I have to consider linear combination of these vectors. And I have to equate that to 0. Linear combination of these vectors to 0 implies that at least one scalar is not equal to 0. Now here, since S is linearly dependent, okay, S is linearly dependent. If S is linearly dependent, there exist scalars not all zero such that C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus up to Ci alpha I is equal to 0. So here at least one scalar is not equal to 0. Okay, because S is linearly dependent set, and these are the this is the linear combination of the vectors of S. Therefore, their linear combination equal to 0 with at least one scalar is not equal to 0. The same equation I will write this as C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus up to Ci alpha I plus 0 into alpha I plus 1 plus 0 into alpha I plus 2 plus 0 into alpha n. What I am doing here is I am adding just 0 here. This whole thing is nothing but 0. We can add 0 here. This is equal to 0. And here with what is the scalars here with at least one scalar is not equal to 0. Okay. And what is this? This is nothing but the linear combination of the elements of T. Okay. This is the linear combination of the elements of T, and their linear combination equal to 0 with at least one scalar is not equal to 0. This shows that the set T is linearly dependent. This implies T is linearly dependent. Okay, this completes the proof. Okay, thank you. I'll stop here.